welcome back to another episode of Days Tarot. I'm your host Deja, and we're gonna get started with a new spread that I've came up with. We're gonna do one card for all four elements, and then I'm gonna do individuals by the signs towards the end of those element pulls. We're gonna focus on wealth, love, health, advice from your higher self, and spirit animal messages as well. So for wealth, we're gonna start out with the Ganesha deck, and I've already cleansed these cards. So we're going to do air signs. What messages do the air signs need? Spirit one. Wealth. Air signs. All right. I'm just going to take one. Thank you. For health. What chakra do the air signs need to consider? Popped out. Okay. For love with the moon deck. For the air signs in the month of September. For love. What messages do the air signs need for the month of September? We're gonna go with that one. Definitely don't let that pride get in the way. It's one of those love messages for your higher self, for air signs, for the month of September. What messages do your higher self have? Air signs, for the month of September. Messages for the air signs. Messages for your higher self. Spirit guide animal messages for the air signs for the month of September. Alright, air signs. So for the month of September, what I'm feeling so far is a shift that's occurring that you kind of have to just let the currents go, right? You kind of just gotta let it flow. There's a lot of changes in the air, and it may be uncomfortable. We all know that change is uncomfortable, and sometimes we may think that it's okay and that you may be willing and that you're good with change until it actually starts striking, and then it's like, okay, now what? So let's see what we have for wealth. Beginnings. Oh, I love this card, number one. So that's leadership that's coming. There's a new beginning in the shift of energy that's happening right now, and the best thing you can do is focus on yourself and go inward, because there's something that's coming into fruition. There's something that's already been in the works that you've wanted for a long time, right? And you had to let go of something. So there could have been in August, or that's going to occur, or you're in the process of already going through changes, things ending, things like being ripped away, you know, and it could seem like that at the beginning, in the initial impact of it. It could have seemed something kind of like devastating, but because you have to give something away in order for you to receive something, right? So it's out of the old, in with the new. Something is coming towards you, right? And it's all for your best self. It's all for your higher self. Look at that crown that's glowing, right? You have all the colors that's shown here. So there's a balance of energy. Really, that sacral, that root chakra, and that heart chakra is really what's popping out with here. So just make sure that you continue to stay strong within yourself, balance out those type of energies. and new income, you know, that new beginning that's dealing with your wealth, it's coming in. You just have to believe in it, okay, air signs? So what we have for health, we have intuition, right? Intuition, going within, focusing on what messages are coming in. So this is dealing with the crown chakra, and the even could be the third eye chakra because it's purple, but you can go, you know, both of those. It's receiving information from the higher self, aka your intuition, aka the universe, source, what have you, right? It's something that's you think is coming from outside of you, but it's really within you that's coming through, and you have the choice whether you want to listen to it or not, whether you want to go with it or not, but it's for your best self, right? And it's even like an eye in there. So taking some time to meditate, taking some time to, you know, do affirmations, look up different crown chakra and third eye chakra associations, and maybe use some affirmations, meditation, yoga, going outside and getting some sunlight, doing something that involves your intuition, just letting time flow, right? Like whenever you're not doing much or you're being idle or like driving, for instance, something that you're kind of on autopilot, you can start tapping into your intuition in different ways during those moments. Walking around the grocery store, you can start listening to the different messages that you start feeling throughout any of your senses, right? If you have like a lot of headaches, sinus pressure, maybe even like allergies, maybe even like a head cold or like a throat cold, it may be something that you need to communicate as well. So definitely pay attention to any of the types of viral, like infections type deal. Pay attention to those things. It could be something that's trying to come in, or you could be trying to, there's something that you're not saying, okay? But it's kind of like there's a blockage of you speaking about something because there's more information that needs to be received. That's basically what I'm getting from this intuition card, right? Because again, it's like you're never separate, you're always part of the whole, and there's different parts of you that have to be integrated in the middle. All right, for love, for the moon deck, adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Yeah, so there's a lot of like purple that's coming up. There's a lot of intuition. There's a lot of crown chakra. There's a lot of higher self and guidance, spiritual guidance, ancestors, archangels, angels, other higher beings that are really for our best selves and our like that love us, right? That's bringing in nothing but love. And if it's not talking about intrusive thoughts, nothing like that, right? So dealing with love, adjustments are required. Again, some things could have ended recently. You know, there could have been a breakup recently. There could have been a disruption in the flow of communication with other people or your person. And just know that nothing is written in stone, especially in September. September is a huge month for you to go inward, for you to dive into, you know, your mind, your body, emotions, you know. I'm looking up this book called, I think it's like Emotions Are Stored in the Body or something like that. I'll link it below, but you should definitely check it out because it's definitely helping, you know, and it could be some help for you, you know, who knows. But yeah, so basically don't try to get down or don't stay in the dwelling phases, right? So it's like, okay, take account of what's going on, adjust and move forward, right? But take that step back. Don't charge forward in this time frame, because again, there's some communication, there's some information that you need to receive in order for you to be able to make like a final judgment, like having more discernment, right? And building up that discernment. So again, if it's something that went sour perhaps, or something that ended, is for your best good for now. Okay, so just adjust to it, weather the storm, know that you're going to be okay, but you can't focus on other people right now. It's time for you to focus on yourself. All right, advice from Isis, pillar of light, descendant of the star of Isis. Yeah, so all these things with this new beginning, that makes a lot of sense, right? Look at that, shining. masculine and feminine energy. So that's coming together. That's that intuition as well, yeah? And with all that comes with adjusting. It comes with adjusting to it, because this is something new. You haven't been here before, right? You haven't been that pillar of light. A pillar of light is basically like a lighthouse. I did a reading not too long ago, and I pulled a card, and it was, I think it has something to do with citrine, right? So these are like the lower chakras, balancing out those lower chakras, dealing with that unhealed child self. Everything goes back to your childhood. They say that, and it may be annoying, but as annoying as it may sound, it literally is legit the answer. Everything goes back to your childhood. So there's going to be some wounds that you still need to heal from. And healing is cyclical, right? It's not necessarily linear. It goes in cycles. Some days you're going to be good, some days you're going to be bad. Some weeks you're going to be good, some weeks it's going to feel terrible. But it's all your choice in how you see to weather the storm. Okay? I'm also going to read a little bit about this pillar of light. All right. Beings of light and divinity are calling you now. They wish to connect with you more strongly, and you are being guided to strengthen your energy field, to allow more of the divine light that seeks you to flow through your body safely into an expression. Right? You're called to allow more divine energy and light to emanate from your body, to help build your light body, so that the love and healing of the cosmetic feminine energies of the Star of Isis can descend through you, offering healing light and assistance to humanity, and setting your own heart and soul on fire with divine love and passion. Yeah, and as you can see, the more I was reading, the quicker I was getting. You can't rush these things. Okay? These are things that are innately already built within you. You can't rush this new beginning. But what you can do is continue to prepare, right? Prepare by adjusting. Prepare by listening to your intuition. Prepare by being nice and being kind to yourself, okay? You don't have to suffer. And if you need to reach out to other people, reach out to other people. But at the end of the day, you're the only person that can make the decisions that you need to make for yourself. I know. It's getting deep. It's getting deep. Yeah, connect to that soul star chakra above your head, and the earth star chakra beneath your feet, as above, so below. The Star of Isis will descend from above your soul star chakra, pouring in grace, light, and healing power until it eventually flows like a river into your earth star chakra, blessing the earth throughout your body. Also, the Star of Isis is known as Ceres, and that's a state of bliss, joy, and has a soul presence of heart, great strength, and stunning spiritual light. Yeah, this is becoming one more with consciousness, right? Becoming one more with your higher self, one more with the collective. It's like clearing out your body so you can be a better vessel, right? A cleaner vessel, more clear, concise vessel. If you've been feeling, or if you're already in the practice of like eating better, eating cleaner, eating healthier, start small, right? Because us air signs, we tend to get into little fads and little habits. We like to eat something and then we like obsess over it, and then we kind of like get tired of it and we drop it. And it's kind of like, in order for you to get that new beginning and continue to build yourself, you have to do it slow and steady wins the race. You may need to incorporate some earth energy in there, right? By being grounded, stop being floaty in the air, stop being scattered. Indecision is a decision, right? Just like ignoring the choices that need to be made is a choice as well. It's a form of indecision. All right, so spirit guidance for spirit animals. We have the octopus, right? All the colors. Again, we got that sacral and that root chakra, the little solar, and then we got that throat chakra. And then again, we got that crown third eye chakra. So yeah, that green chakra, that heart, ground with heart affirmations and heart meditations. Practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms, right? Because you're more than one person. Don't try to stick yourself in a box if that box isn't custom made for you. You feel me? Yeah. I love it, air signs. This is going to be a month of healing for September. Really deep introspection. With all these retrogrades, honey, and then we have Mercury retrograde that's coming up soon, in like the next month or so. It's Just weather the storm, okay? Just keep going forward. Even if you step back a few times, keep going forward. I'm going to pull individual messages for the signs. So, Gemini in September. Any advice? Gemini in September. Okay. Success. Inward success, Gemini. Feel successful. Feel like you got it. Build that self-confidence up. Again, with that orange, that's that sacral, right? That's authority. That's creativity. That's your willpower, right? That's your self-confidence. So again, you may need to bring in some earth energy or even some Leo energy. Start eating some orange fruits. Start eating some bright fruits, wearing the color orange, meditating with orange, or any of those sacral chakra colors. But for the most part, you have it. You have everything that you look at. That this picture isn't complete until you color it in. You got the sun over here, so the sun is going to be your base to give you light and reflection to reflect the rainbow. The rainbow is you. You just got to paint those colors again, and then that space for you to be able to continue to build. That's like, there's a start and then there's an infinite ending. So just keep going and push yourself forward so you can build that inner strength and inner success. When you feel good, you look good. You know what I mean? Build up some self-esteem and some self-confidence for September. It's all about building. For Libras. Libras in September. Libras in September. Oh, that's pretty. Movement, Libras, look at that movement, that heart chakra. Start dancing, start moving. Move your muscles, move your mind, move out of the dwelling places that you can get trapped in. Because I have a Libra rising in my tropical chart. So I definitely understand when it comes to being stagnant, right? Because Libras have an issue sometimes with being indecisive. And it's not necessarily being indecisive. It's thinking about the whole. You want to get what you're saying right. You want to get what it looks like right. You want to get how they're going to feel in consideration, everything, right? But that can cause complacency and stagnancy if it's unchecked for too long, or if you get in the whirlwind of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, what ifs, all that. So just move. Even dance. Go outside, get some green, some nature, eat some veggies, wear the color green, meditate to green, listen to heart chakra affirmations and build up your heart, right? Because you have a huge capacity to love others. But what about loving yourself? Move that love from other people to yourself, right? And balance that out, because Libra's all about balance. Yeah, I love it. One more. Aquarius for September. Reflection. Aquarius. Reflection. You also got caution that came out with it too, but I was just going to take reflection. But there could be a message in that as well. Protect yourself, but don't get locked in the reflection, right? Don't get locked in what you see. Now, it also gives me fly eyes or even alien eyes, right? So it could be reflecting on who you really are, reflecting on what you really know, who you know. I'm getting galactic vibes. You know what I mean? You might be really in tune with some higher powers and some higher knowledge and higher self. Your higher self could be an alien. Who knows? All of us are pieces of extraterrestrials, ain't we? In our DNA. But yeah, reflect. But don't stay there for too long. And don't get stuck in your ways. Because remember, Aquarius is a fixed sign, right? It could be a fixed vision. It could be going back to that fly. Fly, it's change. It's also strategizing. It's also finding the best pathway. Just as much as it could be an annoyance. Being peculiar all the time, right? Kind of I know it all. But in actuality, I have an Aquarius moon in my sidereal chart, so I completely understand when when it comes to feeling like a know-it-all. But it's like you know a lot of information, but sometimes, again, being higher up and being in the clouds and being in other galaxies, it can really feel lonely. So it's making sure you stay balanced, like not staying humble, but down to earth, making sure you're staying grounded, making sure you're looking at the right things and reflecting on the right things. Because sometimes memories can be misconstrued, right? The more that we look back on a memory, the more it looks better. You know, it's like those rose-colored tinted glasses type deal going on, right? And also be like a mirror. So maybe start looking in the mirror and really talking to yourself more, really admiring who you are more, and stop hiding from yourself. Stop running away from those things that hurt you, right? Because it could be a deflection, and that could have you stuck in certain points of view in certain ways. When again, everyone gets stuck in their own POV sometimes. But it's like, what else aren't you seeing? And again, tapping into that kind of third eye, that kind of crown chakra energy. So yes, air signs, it's looking really good, really healing, really powerful, really kind of slower. The pace of everything is going to be slower because it requires time to go inward. It's healing season. Whether you want to focus on that or try to make yourself busy, it's going to come to you, and it's going to humble you, and it's going to sit you down. Sit your ass down and listen to me. And listening to me is listening to yourself, right? But don't let it make you sad or anything like that. Keep your head up. I love you, air signs. Gang, gang. Until next time, y'all have a good night or good day or good time.